What's poppin', homies? It's your favorite homegirl gossip girl, and today I want to talk to you about Maxwell Anderson sentencing. Let's go ahead and get into it. A Milwaukee man who unalived a 19-year-old college student on their first date and spread her body parts around the area was sentenced on Friday to life in prison without the possibility of parole. A jury convicted Maxwell Anderson in June of first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, arson, and hiding a corpse in connection with Sade Robinson's death last year. He maintained his innocence throughout the trial. During a sentencing hearing that was by turns somber, emotional, and horrifying, Milwaukee County Circuit Judge Laura Crivello repeatedly questioned how Anderson could commit such a heinous crime. Prosecutors related details of how Anderson dismembered Robinson's body and dumped one of her legs near a playground. Robinson's mother, Sheena Scarborough, said Anderson messed the entire community up and deserves no protection in prison. Judge, I'm asking this demon be respectfully returned back to hell as soon as possible, Sheena said. Robinson's father, Carlos Robinson, suggested to the judge that someone dismembered Anderson, and I absolutely agree. What he did to Sade was absolutely horrible, and I agree with the father. Everything that he did should be done to him, he said. No man should be able to live after what he did. That's just how I feel. I can't get past this. I can't. First-degree intentional homicide in Wisconsin carries a mandatory life sentence. The only question for Anderson was whether the judge will allow him to seek parole. Anderson's attorney, Tony Cotton, asked the judge to make Anderson eligible for parole after 25 years. He argued that Anderson served in the U.S. Navy and suffers from obvious mental health issues. He doesn't suffer from mental health issues. He knew exactly what he was doing. He is just a sick person. That's what he is. He is a sick person. Cotton acknowledged that Anderson has been convicted of multiple misdemeanor disorderly conduct counts in connection with domestic violence, but they're not significant offenses compared to the most homicide defendants. He added that he has concerns about Anderson's safety in prison. That is a real consideration, Cotton said. At the end of the day, there is not mob justice in this country. Anderson told the judge that he's innocent and plans to appeal his convictions. He didn't elaborate, although Crivello later noted that Anderson had told an investigator that some stranger must have kidnapped Robinson after she left his apartment following their dates. I hope true justice will be delivered, Anderson said on Friday. He had the nerve to sit there and say that, knowing all the evidence points to him. He's the one that did this to Sade Robinson. Nobody else. He did this. And parts of her is still missing. He won't even tell her family where the rest of her is at. Crivello refused to offer Anderson a chance at parole. She dismissed Anderson's claims of innocence, saying his view of reality differs from the rest of the world. Trailing off at times and shaking her head, she said he's irredeemable, called his crimes unconscionable, and likened the case to something out of a horror novel. It's beyond imaginable to not know whether your child is dead or alive, and then learn they're dismembered and disgrace is beyond understanding, she said. She also sentenced Anderson to 7.5 years on a dismemberment count and a year and a half on the arson charge. Now, online court records indicate she dismissed the 4th count of hiding a corpse on Friday after Cotton argued Anderson can't be convicted of both mutilating and hiding a corpse. Sade Robinson's head is still missing. My goodness. So Maxwell Anderson will stay in prison for the rest of his life. No chance of parole whatsoever. Oh man. I just feel so bad for Sade Robinson's family and her friends, because part of her is still out there. How can they give her a proper burial, a proper service, when pieces of her is still missing? And he had the nerve to sit there and say he didn't do it, when all the evidence points to him. I tell you, there is a demon. That's exactly what he is. Sheena was right. Sheena called him exactly what he is, a demon. Okay? Well, that's all I have right now. He's sentenced. He's never getting out. But Sade Robinson family still missing parts of her. You know what I'm saying? It's just sick and it's sad, man, that somebody would do that. And let me say this, I don't think this is his first time doing it. He just got caught. I believe Maxwell Anderson did this before and didn't get caught, but this time he got caught. Oh, he did this before. I believe so. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.